Hi, everybody. Welcome to Glasgow Middle School's Back to School Night. I'm so glad you're here. Let's get started. If you need this video translated, it is available through YouTube in multiple languages. So you might want to pause this video so you can read the directions on how to set up the translation. All right. Welcome to 7th grade health and physical education. My name is Miss Ruddy, as my students call me, but my full name is Erin Ruddy. I am so proud to work at Glasgow Middle School. We have such an amazing staff and student body, so thank you for joining me here today. I'd like to tell you a little bit more about me before we dive into content. This is my third year teaching at Glasgow Middle School. I am the 7th grade CT lead for HP7. I graduated from James Madison University with a bachelor's degree in kinesiology and a master's in teaching. Go Dukes. I was born and raised in New Jersey. Things that I love are snowboarding, longboarding, hiking, and practicing yoga. I played soccer, lacrosse, basketball, and ran track growing up, and recently just got into tennis and golf. And a fun fact about me is when I was younger, I had the opportunity to play soccer in Italy, Austria, and Germany. All right, so what does learning look like in health and physical education? As a teacher, I believe that students learn best when they feel safe and supported in the classroom. I do my best to make my classroom a comfortable place for students to be in, where they feel accepted, supported, and challenged, and where they are not afraid to ask questions and collaborate with their peers. I believe that students should understand the why of our lessons. So the why are we doing this? Or why are we learning about this? I want my lessons to carry over into real everyday life situations. And I want my students to take what they've learned and apply it to their lives outside of school. For students to be successful in my class, they need to attend each class and participate by raising their hands and using their mics. I need to hear their voices. I love hearing their voices and seeing their face when they choose to use the video. I continue to stress how important it is for them to interact with me and their classmates because we are not in school to do that. For students to be successful, they also need to complete their assignments, whether that be through Google Classroom, Pear Deck, Edpuzzle, etc., and participate in physical activities. It is so important that the students participate in physical activities that are instructed by me. Physical activity has been proven to improve mental health and mood and keep students thinking and learning skills sharp. And finally, please encourage your students to contact me when they need extra support. I provided them with my email on Google Classroom along with my office hours, and I will post it again on the upcoming slides. Okay, so here's our curriculum for this year. This is a living document. We still don't know what the year looks like, so this will always be posted on Blackboard, and it'll be updated as the year goes on. So in quarter 1 of HPE7, your student will learn about their physical and mental health and develop a fitness plan. In quarter 2, they will learn how to stay safe when using social media, as well as develop strong social skills that will help them build positive relationships with others. In quarter 3, we will cover energy balance and nutrition, so the students will learn how to analyze food labels and choose foods that are good for their bodies. In quarter 4, we will cover alcohol, tobacco, and other drugs. Students will also participate in family life education. However, be on the lookout for more information about this after the first and second quarter. Okay, so grading and assessments. The formative assessments are checks for understandings during the learning process. The summative assessments are judgments about what content and skills were learned. Other feedback on how your student is organized and behaving in school will be on the report card, including asynchronous or homework. My BB 24/7 contains my contact information, Google Classroom codes, syllabus, and office hours, and after school availability, All of your students' work is housed in the Google Classroom, and this should be the first place to go to look for their work. Each week before 7 a.m. on Mondays, the grade will be posted to BB 24/7 and Google Classroom. This is an anchor for the week of what your child will be learning. It can also be used to help students access their asynchronous work for Mondays. How can you support your child? Asking them questions like, what are you learning in class, or showing me your grid. And then homework is, what assignments do you have to do? What do you need to complete them? And then let's look at your grid together. Supplies that the students need for class are things like pencils and pens in case anything ever needs to be written down on paper, their agenda. A binder is not necessary for PE, but if your child feels comfortable using a binder to stay organized and it helps with their learning, go for it. And then obviously their computer. For virtual PE, they do need to be dressed in athletic clothes because we will be exercising. Sneakers are always a plus to provide stability and support, as well as keep them from stepping on anything in the area that could hurt them. And they do need an area to exercise, so about the length of their body laying down. This isn't much, but they do need a small space to get moving. All right, and that is it for this video. I'm so glad that you took the time to be here and listen to me. I'm so excited to be your child's teacher this year. And if you ever have questions, please email me. I'm always available to chat or help you and your student with whatever they need. I hope you have an amazing day, and thank you for joining me here. Goodbye.